Jeff Howard here in the Hulk. We're getting ready to show you a little bit more. By popular demand, we got a lot of people sending us emails and they say this really helps them out. They can see the kite, they can see what the Hulk is doing, and try to give you those little tiny points that are going to get you to ride and do what you want to do on the water. Now, this one is going to be talking about toe side riding. A lot of people have been sending in, how can I ride toe side, a little bit more control, and what are the little tips that are going to get me there? And what this will move you into is doing a toe, go from heel to toe side and then to a really nice down loop transition, or you can bring your kite up and over transition. But what I want to do is I want to show you a little bit of the tips that might help you out on the water and what you need to practice. So I'm going to go down here with the Hulk and the kite. Now, in most cases, as I say again, keep your hands close together when you're riding on the kite. This is just a little tips that will kind of lead into this. This will decrease your control inputs, and this will make it a lot smoother in controlling the kite. So, first off, let's say I'm going to get the guy, the Hulk is going to be riding along, keeping your kite at a good 45. That's almost always a position to do just about any trick and any riding you want. The reason is it lifts you up off your board. The lower your kite is, the more it pulls you into the water, and it's harder to keep your balance and keep those edges. So, again, keep the kite at about a 45 degree. Now, as we're riding along, let's just say I'm going to go ahead and turn him around. So let's say you are into this position and you're trying to figure out what makes this ride and keeps you on your toe side edge. What is very hard when you're like this is being twisted around when the kite is pulling you this direction. Keeping that back leg pressure is the hardest thing to do when you're toe side riding, because you're trying to be twisted around by the kite as well as, and you need to be leaning back this way, but it's pulling you around. So, little thing back onto me a little bit here. When you're riding on that toe side position, you will see that you're going to be twisted a whole lot. And the biggest thing that people can't do is stretching around. Stretch. Once you stretch, that allows you to keep that back foot way back and keep that pressure on that and be around in this position. That is one of the biggest keys. So try to stretch. You're going to find that one direction is a lot easier than the other for you to start. And it's still the same way to me today, and I've been riding 10 years. One side is a lot easier, and I can ride very aggressively toe side, and the other one still takes a little bit of balance and a little bit of different feel. But it's that back leg pressure that you have to get to. So if you're being pulled around like this, it automatically pulls you forward onto that front leg. You have got to lean back and get that position. You'll see, get your shoulders back so you get pressure on that back foot. That keeps the tail end of the board down, and then all of a sudden you'll start to adjust a little bit weight forward to keep on that rail. So let's go back down here to the Hulk. Now you're riding along heel side like this, and you want to learn to push around, ride on this toe side, and you can either do a down loop turn transition, or you can bring the kite up and over instead of down loop. But down loop is a lot of fun because it's very powered. So again, let's say we're riding along in this direction, good 45 degrees. What you want to do is you're going to be riding on your heel side, put some pressure on that front foot, kind of hop it up and around and go to toe side. Now remember, once you go to toe side, get that weight on this back foot. That is the key thing, is get the weight on that back foot instantly as you pop around. And then you'll start to see, keeping that kite up at a 45, and if your hands are together, you're not going to be over controlling it. So ride toe side, and then soon as you want to down loop and it starts getting ready to go to the power, turn toward the kite. Lean back, stay on that back foot, and carve it around really nicely and pull back toward that kite. It's a lot of fun doing this down loop transition like that, and it's easy to get to that toe side, but practice that toe side is the key, is that back foot pressure and starting to stretch on your hips. So, that's Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com. We want to teach you some moves. Give those things a try. Let us know some of your feedback. We really do appreciate that. We have a lot of people send us emails and say how much these little tips are helping them out. But again, hands together. Ride together. Don't have your hands out wide. That's how you get into tricks a lot. So keep your hands together, keep your kite at 45, and learn something from us. That's Jeff Howard here with the Hulk and our doll and our kite. We're having a great day, and we hope you have a good one on the water as well.